Hello, my name is Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited, and here is your daily technical analysis of foreign exchange markets.
Euro-dollar. A bullish opening white Marobozo yesterday and a second bullish white soldier after the previous session's bullish Harami. Interestingly, last week, the market halted right on the lower time, currently 104.47 of the acute late September to early November bearish Andrews pitchfork, thereby justifying this pattern in showing the bearish angle of attack. Overhead, we have lesser Fibonacci congestion at 106.13, which roughly equates to the April lows, and the middle time of the bearish Andrews pitchfork, currently 106.18. Overall, the action since late September to date has been a small descending scallop pattern, with the primary target already achieved and a secondary harder to reach target X1 down in the 103.25 zone. Now, so far today, a reaction move lower from the start, looking like a combined bearish Harami and bearish double right now, and possibly a bearish opening black Marobozo, and showing the market is shy of testing the middle time overhead. Cable, aka sterling against the US dollar. A reactionary bullish engulfing pattern yesterday, closing just over the September 2020 low at 126.72 and under the pair of 50% Fibonacci lines from the June 2016 to September 2024 move at 126.99 and the October 2023 to September 2024 move at 127.34. This after the previous session's sixth bearish black crow. Further down we have the lesser Fibonacci line at 125.69, not exactly riveting support. Now so far today, a reactionary move lower, looking like a bearish Harami right now. We are once again below the September 2020 low, as well as under the 50% Fibonacci lines overhead. Euro sterling. A third bullish white soldier yesterday after the recent indecisive spinning top that could also be seen as a bullish Harami. The market based itself on the August 2022 low at 83.38 and managed to push up over the overhead declining green short medium moving average, currently at 83.63, but failed to close over it. This was also a continuing pullback up out of the very recent congestion zone that stretches from the August 2022 low at 83.38 down to the October this year low at 82.93. Now further overhead we have the July 24 low at 83.81 and further congestion at 83.86. I suppose you could consider these two as a single overhead band of resistance. Now a question still hangs over this market as to whether we have or have not a late September to date based cat's ears pattern, which is typically seen as a bearish pattern. Now so far today, a reactionary move lower, capped by the green short medium moving average and dipping, though right now not staying below the August 2022 low. US dollar against the Japanese yen. A reactionary looking indecisive spinning top yesterday that could also be seen as a bullish Harami after the previous session's significant combined key reversal down and bearish engulfing pattern. Prices stayed in between the big old overhead June 1990 high at 155.78 and the lesser Fibonacci line below at 153.40. Overall, the market remains within a very late October-based bull channel that has earlier morphed from an ascending wedge pattern, currently 152.92 to 157.16. Further down, we have the base of the recent attempt higher, the bright red middle time, currently at 152.55, of the very flat late December 2023 to August 24 bullish shift pitch hawk, as well as the lesser Fibonacci line, also at 152. Well, it's actually at 152.52 today, and the lower bull channel line, plus the combined October 2022 high at 151.94 and the November 2023 high at 151.93, with just below these the now slowly rising gold long moving average, currently at 151.88. So quite a lot down there altogether. Topside, beyond the upper trend line, we have seemingly a pretty free area overhead, barring some recent highs at 157.76 and 157.86, and that's until the old May 1990 high at 159.61. Now, so far today, a move down from the open, below the lesser Fibonacci line at 153.40, and now looking intently at the lower bull channel line. US dollar against the CNH, the offshore Chinese yuan. A second bearish black crow yesterday and a follow-on lower to the previous session's bearish engulfing pattern. Two things of interest to note. The first was the recent avoidance of target X topside at 727.23. This was the primary target for the late August to late October reverse head and shoulders pattern. The second was a little more obvious and was the pullback down after only one close over last week, the dark blue extension to the upper trend line for the January to early April ascending triangle pattern, currently 724.94. Now further below, we have the gold flatlining long moving average, currently at 719.90, and the May 2020 high at 719.64. Now so far today, a slightly lower open, but an immediate move upwards towards testing of the overhead dark blue extension to the upper trend line for the January to early April ascending triangle pattern. Further up, we have some July-based congestion between approximately 726 even up to 729 and a quarter, within which sits target X. US dollar against the Mexican peso. A bearish close in black Mariposa yesterday, as well as a third bearish black crow, and a continuing suitable follow-on lower to the recent unusual key reversal down. Prices are once again in between the overhead, dark blue middle time, currently at 20.6026, and the lower time below, currently at 19.9606, of the recent mid-August to mid-September bullish shift pitch hawk, as well as under the September 2022 high at 20.5765, though we finished barely above it. Barely above, I should say, the October 2022 high at 20.1720. Now, additional to these, we have below the bright red lower time, currently at 20.1964, of the very recent breached but seemingly repaired big picture April to July bullish shift pitchfork. Now, so far today, a test down to the bright red lower time again, and the October 2022 high, but a seeming reversion back up right now.
Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.